How slow can I go into a video? Being alone, it's very difficult to actually explain without throwing back the, what can we call, the equation inside the hypothesis. I open a door to an hypothesis. When I speak about certain things, it's the hypothesis view. But if my tools are not correct, okay, and I make mistakes in my calculations, okay, that is not the same thing as having the reality of an equation. Let's say there's 60 people in town and everybody has a bread, but no one has a bread at all. But they all have bread. I'm writing a script. I need to know everything. I don't care if it matches, if it doesn't match, because if it doesn't match, it matches, it's missing. Whatever we don't know, if we don't write, we'll go into the category of the open book. We'll go in and we'll search out, but we'll find without looking, because it's all that we find that we're not looking for. It's going, oh my God, I didn't know. Well, you put that in the book. And then you take a little of this and a little of that. The sun, Sam, sun. The reality of the letter M is the vitality within one. Okay, the M is actually a creation of a valley that you can pass through, or water you can put across. But then this would be land. The actuality of the divide. This would be strings. This would be the balance, and this would be the scale. M, Y, weighing nothing over 9. Putting a bunch of bricks on this side that you know the total weight to get you the totality of the weight on this side. So if the bricks are still tipped over to the other side, what is the actual look like figure? Does it look like this? If it's on the inside, all right, and this on the other side, or do we end up with just this? And now we're all equal. We'll stretch it on the bottom. We'll have a perfect balance. We'll put a little square box on top of it. We'll put an eye and a mouth on one end, and we'll call it R. And we'll see if R can keep on walking. But if we don't like the dress of R, we'll just build him a little pyramid for his body. And then these arms that he's holding and these feet, we'll just give him a leg. Okay, we'll see him a leg one. Now he's walking forward. Now we can give him a little hat and a little flag on top, so at least we know in what direction he's going. R. In the A family, 18th letter minus 1 equals 17. Q. R. In the A family, plus 1, R plus 1 equals S. Q. R. S. See R run? The N is because R has 3 times 6. It is the most you can do. You cannot do 4 times 6. Why? Because this is what 3 looks like, and this is what 6 looks like. 6 is on both sides. 3 is one part of each. In designs on the dice, in the deck of cards. So once you see it, you can't do it. 4 is right there. 4 is right there on 6. The same thing. I cannot multiply the same thing. It'd be like multiplying 0. I have to multiply it by 3 because the 1 brings the 2 alive. 1 brings 2 alive. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6. No 4, we count from 3. If we have to count 2 times 6, we'll equal 12. Why? Because we're just going to get the same reflection from this one over here. The N is the 14th letter. Okay, now the question comes in, why N? Because it's S. It's Q and U. It's A and R. And it's E and S. Cares. The S, okay, is the 19th letter. Bring both sides together inside of your box. 1 and 9. And the only way to do it is with the N. So you have the Quran. Okay, it's a cube. Okay, it's got all kinds of areas on it. You want to play? And look what happens when you get to the corners. You can fold them all in and all these corners kiss and love together, right? Or you can put a square on each of these corners. It's a 4-block that connects each of these corners together. Okay, you connect each of the four together and you end up with this in the center. 4 over to the center of 3, 4 over to the center of 3, 4 over to the center of 1, 4 over to the center of 1, over the center of 1, over the center of 1, because this is the passage of the light. The light goes in here, or whichever way it is. Okay, I'm not going to start with that right now because I don't have the exact answer. These 4s create 16. This line over here creates 18, equals to 34. The top one is 34, and the bottom one is 34. 34 and 34. Wrong. We're going to fix that in a minute. Okay? 34 and 34. We now got 18 and 18. Here we get 18 over here. So we get 18 here, 18 here, 18 here, 18 here, 18 and 18. I wish I had another page. I'll just make a different square. 18 and 18 and 18 and 18. This one will come with this one. Okay? This one here will come with this one. This one will come with this one. But what does this one do? If this corner takes Pennsylvania rail, and this corner takes Reading rail, and this corner takes, I'm trying to get to where the back door is, and this corner, okay, takes short line rail, what happens here? We cannot connect this corner over here. This corner takes them to jail. So this 18 and 4, 22 brings everybody to jail. This 18 and 4 takes you over to go. This 18 and 4 takes you over to go, 22. On the one side is Boardwalk. On the other side is Pennsylvania. Remember, you have properties. You have 2 properties and 2 properties. On every corner, the first 2 are either 2 properties or they're not. If they are 2 properties, and you do end up with 2 properties, the corner becomes 6. This corner is 2. This corner is 2. 2, 6, 2, 2, 6, 2, 2, 6, 2, 2, 6, 2. Although you can't use this one over here. Why do we get 2, 6, 2? Because this one takes its own. This one will take this one and its own. 4 and 2. 4 and 2. 2, 6, 2. Now let's do it again. We have a corner over here, gets 4. This gets 2, and this gets 2. 4, 5, 6, 8 in the corner, plus this corner is valued at 4. This becomes 10. This becomes 10. This becomes 10. But not this, because here it's go to jail. But if this had another corner to it, okay, this would now be 12. But these 3 corners create the light. 16 and 16 and 16 and 16 is 32. 16 and the dividing of the light. Because now this comes together and we bring everybody into earth from go to jail, right from here. So if we're bringing everybody to go to jail, where would the back door be? Where would the back door be? Can it be a get out of jail free card? I'll show you the rest of that in a minute. Can it be a get out of jail free card? What does that mean? What back door? What are we looking for? What am I talking about? Is it the 432 back door, which is 66, 66, 66? Where does 6 light up? Well, what you actually do, the way I understand it, is you do like on these papers. You add on a whole string of extra numbers on one side, or just divide them in the middle. As it comes to the end, just continue it. Continue it just like it was to begin with. 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3. Don't forget the string. There's string to tie it up. So that string has to be counted for an area of space. It has to mean something. 32 is 3 times 2, 3 plus 2, 5 and 6, 11. The spirit of 1 goes in between 2, and then creates 3. But in the 5, okay, in the 5 and the 3 dice, I feel like I'm walking over myself. Between the 5 dice and the 2 dice, right? See, I don't know how that, and the 3 dice. So you take the 3 dice and you put the 2 dice over it. Now, if these were lights or magnets, okay, this is what I call the back door. One becomes 32, one becomes 23, okay? One becomes 32, which is 5 and 6. Now, one becomes 23, which is 6 and 5, which is the same thing. 65, 56 is 121. F is the number, it becomes 56. 0, as for the 6th letter, becomes 66, because I have to do it this way, because this has a sound, this doesn't. The minute I move it into a number, it automatically gets a 06. This becomes the 121 automatically, EF06. EF06, okay, it actually says fear. Now, it could be a German letter, I'm not sure. The only way to multiply this to become 5 and 6, it becomes 30, becomes 36. In 36, we get 18, and we get 9. Back door. Back door. So now we're going to go over here. 6 and 5 is 11. 6 and 5 is 11. Plus 30 equals 41. Plus 6 equals 47. 4 by 7 is 28. 4 by 7 equals to 28. 28. 4 plus 7 equals to 11 equals to 39. Where's the back door? Okay, there's the back door. Your 4 by 7 is the back door. Your electric company, they're reproducing their own DNA, their own bodies. They're supporting the back door is what I believe is God takes his eggs and he shoves them in the sand and little turtles come out, right? Well, it's something like that. God supplies this world with his DNA and his light to receive his DNA. Okay, however you want to put the DNA, we'll speak about all it. I'll work that out later. Thank you very nice for that. Yes, that thing is. Let me see this. Yeah, there was a question. I can't remember your name, and I wish I did. And I'm gonna probably pause to take a look for a second. But the back door is 7 by 4 is 28. So that's the cycle. The men cycle. Men is to bring forth. Very many sounds in English, if they be just transferred into French, it tells you a lot of answers, because that's what I work with, because see, when you want to say it, they good folks. So the back door is the men's cycle. SIUAL, okay, is the pig house. Sou means cent, one who is sent, the 1 penny. The copper penny, why? Why is it copper? What that is not in our bodies, okay, right now that we actually need for a better communication. Because we have been, how can you say, here's an apple, grow this apple for me, it's from the cherry tree and it's beautiful, and the apple, and this is the ingredients in the apple, and you give them the apple and you say, I can build you something that can hold your light, that will meet your specs. So they built a new body that meet the specs of the light. 28 days of the moon, 2 by 8, 2 plus 8 is 16 and 10, it's Z. They created from black and white, the zebra, New Zealand, the laboratorials, the unbalanced, the balance, the arm, the Hubble arm, HUB, human B. We are, have you ever seen the size of the birth of a tiny cat? This big? We come out this freaking big. If they can make things this big, how can they not make things this big? We come out weighing 9 freaking pounds. If they can cure anything with organisms this big, then what do we need anything this big? If a needle usually hurts more than a punch, then how can they not make anything from this big, this big? So 3223 is 55. The creation of 55 is 67. Front door, back door. They do it inside the light. They do it inside the light. They reorganize everything inside the light. They add to the light. They change the light. If they cannot change your body to support their own bodies, which I think is what's coming in, and it's been tried, and some of us probably do live under the new organism that supports the light, that would be the back door. We become the back door by controlling and streaming the moon. We offset the days. We offset the sound of the radio to, hello everybody, how is everybody? Hello everybody, how is everybody? It's 15:35 on my video camera, 15:35, and everything is just great. Everything is marvelous. How is it out there? What time it is? Well, it's 15:35. How is everything out there? That's part of the light. I believe inside the schizophrenic bipolarism and stuff, because of the mirror of the light, because of whatever they do, I'm not in science of the light, that's what opens up something bigger for us. And then all of a sudden, we busted the membrane. If everything is related to sex, okay, and you bust a membrane, boom, no more a virgin. The light has been broken. We no longer need to work with the old system of 22 or 33. We work with the system of 55 inside the spirit of 76. Now, what is the 76? It's the water. It is the hot fire, because 40 and 27 match together, which becomes the hot fire. 40 and 67 becomes 73 Nibiru. Hot fire, reverting into my Nibiru, the red sun. Whatever is out there in the sky, it's dividing right now. When it shows up, you'll be taking one side or the other. And the sword will be between you. Can't bring it back. The sword is here, right? I believe that's somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. So we all started this. It keeps going back to EF, EF, EF. Z, Z, Z. All comes back to Z. Comes to Z 26. It's always EF 11. That's 37. It keeps creating the eye in the sky. 3 by 9 is 27. 3 plus 9 is 12. 27 and 50 is Christ for 50 stars. 12 and 65 is 77 for Christ. 65 is 1 and 2. It's Abba. Everything has to be brought into the 7, into the 10, and into the 13. Because when you sit here in the 10 and you look to the left and you look to the right and say, I'm taking away 3. Everybody's got 10. I look to the left and the right. You're looking at me, I'm looking at you. I take it away from him and he says minus. I go right, minus 3. Looks at the other guy, goes minus 3. But he started with 10. He's got 7 left. He started with 10. He's got 7 left. I got 16. 1 and 6. I got the light. I got enough to fill their cracks. 7, 7, 7. But I got 16 because I'm holding the spirit. Am I holding the cards? Am I holding the money? Am I holding the dividing light? The divining light. From within my face is the reflection on the book. To those two who sit beside me, I see the mirror image of them, and I count them their lives. And I don't look to my side, but this is the way we go. This is the way it is. We're not here alone. We never were here alone. The reality comes now into something else I wanted to bring up. Can you design a fish this way? Eye, number 2. Nose, number 3. Mouth, number 6. Or is the fish going up this way? Eye, number 2. Nose, number 1. The mouth, okay, is cutting the 6 area, but it's pointed up towards the 3 area. Why is this pointed up towards the 3 area? I will explain. If it's 1, 2, 3 over here, then it's 3, 2, excuse me. If it's 1, 2, 3 over here, then it's 3, 2, 1 over here. My question is it 1, 2, 3, or is this 3, 2, 1? If this was 3, 2, 1, this would be 6. This is 1, 2, 3, this would be 4. So inside the 4, inside the 2, and inside the 3. The eye, the mouth, and the nose. If you're standing up, inside 6, I put the ear. Where the nose was, I put the mouth. Otherwise, it'd be below his chin. So I put the nose and the mouth over here together because the bear went for a walk. He had a VO, 5-0. This one over here, the 4 gets the eye. The mouth gets the 8. The tail is in number 3. Here the tail is in 7. Here the tail is in 3. Here's the tail in 9. Now, if I put one another way that was swimming that way, right, he'd be swimming away from everybody. I'm going to just show you that last picture. I'll show you that picture. So I going to show you these pictures. So the 4 fishermen, they go out to catch fish, right? He's going to this guy, he's going to his tail, right? He's going here, but he's swimming away from everybody. So you understand? You can't. So like if you told this fish, he's going straight, you can see that. He's going straight, but he's following him. He's going to go up here, or he's going away, but he's the only fish going into him. So the reality is what you can actually see from that, you do follow what I'm saying, is that, oh my God, yeah, look what he just picked up. And you think yourself and you can take it on your own road. You want to bring up what the splitting is, the V. Here's the V. Inside 3, right, using the design,
If I turn the light off in this way, I go back here and I get all my, they're in the middle. These two will go with this one over here. The 8. They have an 8. And must go with this one over here. It becomes 3, 6, 5, 8. That is one of the doorways. Okay, 3, 6, 5, 8 becomes a doorway. It becomes 2 to 3 over here.